What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this video, it's been a pretty highly requested video because people want to know how much I paid for this car, what does it cost to own this car monthly, you know, insurance costs, maintenance, and all that. So in this video, I'm going to go over all of that. Hopefully I can answer all your questions regarding, you know, owning an exotic car like this. And yeah, hopefully this video is helpful. But we're going to go for a quick drive right around my neighborhood. I'm going to put the GoPro up on the hat here, so it's like a POV style video, and that way it's a little bit more entertaining. But yeah, let's go ahead and go for a ride. So before we go for a ride, a lot of people are asking me, where do I get these hats? This is my own brand, stayfocusedapparel.com. The link to the website is in every description of every video, and I got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, you know, key tags, everything. So go check it out, stayfocusedapparel.com. Also, I have a brand new t-shirt that just dropped. It's on inshanedesigns.com. I wanted to do a t-shirt specifically for the new car on the channel, which is this one, the Huracan. And so I'll put it up on the screen right now. As you guys see, it's got the Italian flag, Bertrand 850, and then of course the side view of the Huracan. So what's cool about these t-shirts is anytime you purchase that t-shirt, you'll be automatically entered in Street Speed 717's giveaways. Okay, so anytime you purchase that shirt, or obviously anything on that website, you'll be entered to win any of Street Speed 717's giveaways that are, you know, currently running. So I thought that was pretty cool. Big shout out to you, Shane and Mike, for getting my t-shirt up on the website. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. So yeah, go check it out, inshanedesigns.com. The link is in the description as well for that. So now let's go ahead and jump into this video. Let's go for a quick ride around the neighborhood, and hopefully I can answer all your guys' questions. Alright guys, oh, underinflated front. Okay, we're ready to go. I gotta check all that anyways. Get my seatbelt on real quick. Yeah, we're gonna go for a quick drive around the neighborhood. Boom, that looks sweet. Alright guys, POV hat. Shout out to Street Speed 717. I kind of stole your idea, but I feel like this is a lot more entertaining for you guys instead of watching me just talk. So let's go for a quick drive. Let's put it in, you know, put it in sport so it sounds a little bit better. Put window down, you can hear the car. I want you guys to make sure, I want to make sure you guys hear me though. But of course I don't have plates for this thing yet, which is awesome. It's still, I guess, the whole virus situation, it's taken them a long time to get me the plates. They've actually been at the local DMV for I think like a week and a half now, which is awesome. And they're only taking appointments, and the appointments are all booked out, so perfect. So my goal with this video is not to drag this out. I'm going to jump right into it, tell you guys everything right away. So people ask me, how much did I pay for this car? I paid $178,000 for this car, and I bought it from West Coast Exotic Cars. It's in Southern California, in Murrieta, California, and they were an absolute dream to work with. So shout out to Eric, the owner, and Hunter, the manager of the place. They made it super easy. There's no like salesman there, so you're dealing directly with the manager. He makes it super easy. The whole process was awesome. About a week prior to me researching for Huracans, this car was listed at $184, I believe, with them. And so right when I was ready to buy the car, the price had dropped, so it worked out really well for me. So I ended up paying a couple thousand under what they were asking at the time. I think they were asking $179. I think I paid, or $179.9, I believe, and I ended up paying like $178. So I got a pretty good deal. I did a lot of research on other Huracans with similar mileage and year and similar options, and they all seem to be trending in the 185 range. So I feel like I did pretty good on this car. I sold my C6 ZR1 to Street Speed 717. He basically made an offer. I told him yes, and they literally overnighted the cash to me. And a couple days later, the truck came to pick it up, and it was as easy as that. So, which brings me to my next thing. What is a monthly payment on a car like this? And so there's a lot of different factors that go into like a monthly payment on a car. You know, how much money you're gonna put down, the length of your term, interest rate, and all that. So I ended up putting $75,000 down, and I wanted to do a fairly long term. I plan on paying this car off in like probably 2 or 3 years from now, but I wanted to keep my monthly payments down as low as possible. So I'm right around $1,200 a month on this car. And I know some people are gonna say, well, if you have to finance that car, you probably shouldn't own it, which I don't know why people say that, because a lot of people that are really wealthy, I'm not saying I am, I'm just saying people that are very wealthy a lot of them won't spend $200,000 on a car in cash just because that $200,000 could be making them money elsewhere, whereas a car is not going to make them money unless, you know, of course, you use it for your own business. Like for me, I do YouTube, and so this car will make me money. Would I have bought this car without YouTube? No, it wouldn't have made sense for me. Do I still love the car? Absolutely. Would I have still wanted it? Yes, but I probably wouldn't have done it if I didn't have a YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm right around $1,200 a month with $75,000 down. You can do the rest of the math on that. The next thing I get asked is, what does it cost to insure a car like this? Again, a lot of different factors go into that. Your age, location, all of that, okay? How many vehicles you have on the policy. In my case, this is the only car I have on my State Farm policy, so that doesn't help my rate at all on this car, but I'm paying right around $200 a month for insurance on this, which I don't think is that bad considering my ZR1 was right around $150, and you know, my truck and my wife's Chevy Traverse, they combined for right around $200. Really not too bad. So all in all, I'm right around $1,400 a month in this car to, you know, as far as monthly payments and the insurance. So I know people are gonna say, well, for $1,400 a month, you could buy a house, which I own 2 houses. One of them has no mortgage on it, and so I felt really comfortable buying this car because I didn't have, you know, multiple mortgages. And the other house is a very small mortgage, and it's a rental property. So it's all about what you love, what your passion is. I absolutely love cars. You guys see me post mostly, that's a nice Mercedes there. But yeah, you guys see me post mostly on diesel trucks. So probably a lot of you guys probably think, oh, he's just a diesel truck guy. Probably doesn't have that much interest in exotics and stuff like that. Well, that's not really the case. I couldn't always afford an exotic car. I always loved Lamborghinis, loved Gallardos, Murcielagos, all that stuff. And my plan was to buy a Gallardo a couple of years ago because they're in that similar price range as a C6 ZR1. Not exact price, but they were close. So I was gonna buy a gated Gallardo. This car popped up and the Huracan's got into the price range where I felt a little bit more comfortable, and decided to pull the trigger. But yeah, guys, I did a lot of research prior to even thinking about owning this car. Got a lot of quotes on insurance, did a lot of payment calculators, what I felt comfortable with, you know, putting as a down payment, all of that stuff. Also, maintenance costs. I did so much research because I didn't want to, you know, take the risk, get a car like this, and then it just kill me in, you know, maintenance and insurance. You know, I made sure all that stuff I felt comfortable with. A lot of people think exotic cars are an absolute nightmare as far as maintenance cost goes. For the most part, they are. You know, a lot of McLarens have a lot of issues. Some of the older Lamborghinis had a lot of issues, and you know, they had a lot of clutch life problems, and then sometimes you had to replace a clutch every 10,000 miles. Yeah, that was not the case with this. Again, I did a lot of research, talked to a lot of people that own these cars for, you know, extended periods of time. A lot of them told me unbelievably reliable, especially for an exotic car. Now, a lot of people have told me that these cars are reliable even for any car. So that was really nice to hear before I pulled the trigger. You know, I didn't want to get into a car that, you know, needed a lot of work all the time. It needed tedious maintenance and replacing clutches all the time. As you guys may know, maybe you don't, this has a dual clutch transmission. The previous, you know, Gallardos had an E-gear, and then obviously the gated manual they offered as well. The dual clutches are way more reliable. You got dual clutches, so they're able to kind of share the load, and that's why they're so reliable, and obviously they're lightning fast. That's always a big concern. A lot of people are saying, well, hopefully you got a lot of money for, you know, every 5,000 miles you're gonna need a new clutch, and I'm like, no, that's not the case. These are known as very reliable cars, especially exotics. All right, guys, so we reached a decent stopping point right here. Hopefully I answered all your guys' questions. The general consensus on a car like this is the crazy insurance, crazy expensive, you know, maintenance, stuff like that. And you know, that's not 100% true. Now, for some cars it is. Some cars you need to be a multi-millionaire to maintain them. You know, obviously Bugattis and you know, Koenigsegg's and Paganis and stuff like that. Those are hyper cars. completely different ball game than a Huracan. But you know, some supercars, just, you know, cars like this in this price range can be a handful, and you probably should be pretty wealthy to be able to afford maintenance on them, because some of them are very, very tedious and you know, kind of fragile. A lot of McLarens have a lot of issues, and they have little sensors that go out all the time, and they're nice cars, but they're definitely not the most reliable. And so that was my main concern with buying an exotic. I didn't want one that was just going to be a complete nightmare, always in the shop, or always having to order parts for it. So yeah, I'm done rambling on, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I hope it was helpful for you. If you guys have any other questions, leave a comment down below. If I can't get to it, send me a DM on Instagram. I'll do my best to get to that. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.